Ladies and gentlemen, big terror news.
Hey, kia ora koutou whānau. How you all doing? Doing well? Hope doing well. As I said to you last night, might jump in and have a look around the old Hikoi today, should we have a chance to. And I think that there is a chance to, because there is a lot of people who are live streaming this as we talk. So I'm not sure how long we'll be here for. Having a look what's going on. Oh, live pause on that one. Right, there we go. And we might just have a bit of a flick around and see what's happening. If you've got any ideas as to good ones to follow, if you've got any ideas as to what's going on, let's turn that down a little bit.
I just checked my battery.
Then let me know. Oh, batteries.
We're good.
Magenta's actually at the Hikoi at the moment, Friday night, Magenta. So, yeah, we'll just see what happens. Not too sure how exactly we're going to roll with this, but we are having a look as to what's going on. That's obviously in Wellington, getting ready for the speeches there. I am aware that some... stay positive. Nice. I am aware that some mainstream media may be a bit precious about their live streams. We have had trouble with that in the past, so we might just flick around on TikTok and stuff and yeah, see what's going on. Busy, man. Have we had any reports as to how many people? Someone's at 100,000. Do we have any idea? What about stuff? What are you guys saying? Parliament grounds are full. So Parliament grounds are full and there is still people coming in. 200 flag bearers. August have asked people to clear some room for 200 flag bearers. Holy moly. This is huge, guys. I'm really interested as to see what's happening from here. What about One News? What are you looking at, One News? Makes its way to Parliament. The Hikoi has arrived at Parliament, but people are still streaming from Lambton Quay. Approximately 4,000 people on Parliament grounds. Police said the remainder of the crowd that was assembled at Waitangi Park has departed. That was 6 minutes ago, give or take. The front of the group has entered Lambton Quay, while the back is heading towards Courtenay Place. Approximately 4,000 people are already on Parliament grounds awaiting the Hikoi's arrival. Traffic management is in place throughout the city to ensure the safety of all those involved in the Hikoi, as well as other members of our community. I've done a search already. This is quite a good search to help us see who is streaming it as we're talking. What about that one? We'll go. Was that the one we were looking at before? Oh, YT News, Charlie. That's a good idea. Looks pretty epic, dudes. Dudes and dudettes. And I don't know how long we'll hang out here for, but a little while. I've sent a message to a couple of the other peeps. As I see, the Magenta is in there somewhere and has said we'll log in. I'll just let them know. I'm live now. Anytime you like. Boom.
until we get to Parliament. But as you can see,
Sorry, lots going on.
there's a lot of people.
Okay, people. YTN News had a post on Facebook saying they estimated 100,000. Why don't we go have a look at YTN?
We're just up by the old bank shopping.
YTN
Okay.
News on Facebook.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
I can't see.
I'll just mute this for a second. Mute you and go have. Oh, I guess there's no footage. Go have a look at YTN. YTN this morning. RNZ, good one, Brian. I'll have a look at them as well. What time was this? Oh, this was only 17 minutes ago. I suspect this was taken from much earlier this morning, though. Oh, no, here they come. Here we go. Wow, that is imposing. So this was posted 17 minutes ago, but doesn't say exactly what time it was. From Radio Watia as entering the Parliament's grounds. It's pretty cool. I mean, gosh, you know, come on, RNZ. Let's go have it. 19,000 joins as Hikoi floods Parliament grounds. Is it the live stream? Okay, here we go. So this is live.
Kaya kurang sila, kaya perahama, tokoy tematakaну Hikoi timatuna, kaya rawaya kuno kikoni. Euru, tokoy tematakanu Hikoi ni matapuka, ipiwa kuma fakaritima.
I'll just do some searching around as well, trying to find out what's going on. If anyone's got any links, they can stick them through on the chat, and we'll see what happens.
Ehone, haramaira koutou e te motu. Haramaira koutou kei taku aringi. E no hoki wāna kia tatau. Ko koutou te hio te kiwai. Ko tatau o taranaki te hio te kiwai. Rire hau, hai marita.
I haven't really looked on Twitter yet. I'll have a look on Twitter as well, see if I can find some lives. Hikoi Media. It's funny, Twitter's got worse and worse and worse for finding live stuff. Oh, of course, Counterspin Media is there. Trending. If I go there, come on, give me some lives, baby. Maybe I'll just bring this across to have a look at as well while that's playing. On Twitter at the moment. Incredible scenes coming from Hikoi. Photos. Come on, guys. Decolonize. That's very good. I like that a lot. Toi tuti tidity. Tiao is TVNZ though, isn't it? Remember, TVNZ are the guys who got us booted off YouTube for doing one of their live streams of a debate. So I'm going to stay away from them. I'm going to stay away from mainstream media if I can in general. Oh, the Queen there, cool. Have a look. Oh, look at that. That's a dope picture. Hikoi next to Hana. Oh, I got a mate up there, Tom. How do I get this? Because I'm not using Mac. Who's just sent me a fantastic picture. I'll email it to myself. It's brilliant. It's worth the wait, people. You'll love this. BigHairyNews@gmail.com. BigHairyNews@gmail.com. Bear with me. Biggest Hikoi protest movement I've seen in Pōneke. Waitangi Park was packed to the brim and overflowing, the Hikoi barely moving because of all the people. Yeah, the speeches were supposed to be at midday. I'm assuming everything's going to run behind, but, you know, we'll see what happens. People are saying, looking at the... Yes, Regan. Daytime BHN stream. We thought we'd just jump on and have a look what's going on. As I said, Magenta is down there somewhere, so hopefully Magenta will jump online and come and join us as a live. Oh, there's Tom there. Tom, I got your message, mate. Made me laugh hard. There it is. Let me download it. As you would expect, guys, this might be the slickest of live streams because we're just really looking around to see what's going on. Here we go. You ready for this, people? This is what you've been waiting 2 minutes for. This is what Tom just sent me. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Oh my goodness. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. Should feel very proud as our person who did that. Maybe we'll leave the RNZ feed going up there, like permanent, and just put some other bits and pieces over the top. Right, let's go back to TikTok. And go. And go Hikoi, and then go live. So what we're hearing is what's happening at the actual Parliament grounds, and what we're seeing are live live streams of people on TikTok.
Mai te tai Rāwhiti, te ahunga mai te waipaunam. Ko ngā tahi te haere mai, ki te atakiake ki te parenei. Ka tito, whakaheto, whakakahore, tō whakatāmi i te tino rangatiratanga o te iwi Māori. Ka horekei a koe te mana ki te piripiri i tā mātou a pōpō, engari kei te kapu o te ringaringa o ngā mokopuna. Kua raupā ngā waiwai te takahi mai te nukuro o te whenua. Kua tahi rau, waru te kau mā whātau. Te mana kāwana, e whakaiti ana, e pēhi ana, i tō tātou tino rangatiratanga. E mea ana te iwi Māori kāti ka nui tēnā. Ka hari taku ngā kau, i te piunga waku kanohi ki te kite i ngā taniwha o te motu kua tāmai. Te hanga nei kua here kia mai ngā kau ki tēnei kaupapa. Kia rite ki tā kingitu hei te a kōrero, tā kiritu te kua tahitanga. Me kua tahi tātou, ki te taitea ki tō tātou tino rangatiratanga. Me te mahara ko tō tātou tino rangatiratanga, rawa kei ti matai te tiriti o Waitangi no mua nāki. Engari anō tana teina, te mana kāwanatanga, mea ti matai ki te tiriti o Waitangi. Kaua tātou e tuku i tō tātou rangatiratanga, kia au pēhitia, ki runga i tō tātou whenua. Ao te aroa nei i te mea, he mauri take no tēnei whenua, rawa kei ahu mai wāhi ke atu. Nē reira kua mana watopu mai te ao Māori. Ki te aha, ki te titiro ki tā tātou a pōpō, mā tātou e waihanga. Tau ake aku kanohi, ki ngā kanohi ao tātou mokopuna, e mura mai nei, i roto i te whakapono. Me te mōhio kōwai rātou, he uri no ngā rangatira o tēnei whenua. Kaua tātou e tuku i tō tātou reo, a tātou tikanga, o tira tātou tau.
Pause that one, we'll just see what this one is. There's the welcome. This is on Wātia.
Pēni hena re te roku reipa tēnā koe.
Tēnā tātou.
Kua tai mai te hikoi mo te tiriti ki pāremata i nānei.
Pēni hena rei.
Ko te wāhi pōhiri e haere atu ana. Tēnā kororo mai o whakaaro mo tēnei hikoi. Me te hikoi o te taku tai moana i reira hoki koe. Ngā rerekētanga, ngā ritenga rānei.
I tērā atu hikoinga o te iwi Māori, tahi ana ki te whāinga ko te taku tai moana. Anā i te rānei, nā kua rongo atu tātou i te karanga nui ke ake te mano o te tiriti o Waitangi me te whakaputanga o te whakaminenga. Anō reira koina ko ngā kawenata tapu e whakakotahi nei a tātou e ngā kaupapa maha kei runga e ngā pukowhiwhi o te ao Māori, te mahi hauora, te mahi mauhere, e ngā mea katoa ka tūkino hia e tō tāua iwi.
Nā, kua tai mai te hikoi ki konei, mano tangata, kei te pēhea te wairua ki a koe i tō kite i te tainga mai o te hikoi ki konei.
E tino
Tahi tātou, Aotearoa whānui, kia rangatira anō tō tātou whenua. Ka tira e nei kōrero e tātou mā, e te ariki nui. O tira e te iwi nui tonu, ngā māma, ngā
Back with your whānau.
ngā tamariki, ngā mokopuna. E u tātou ki tō tātou tino
NZ
rangatira.
Herald people are telling me.
E kore e tā e te tahi atu i wahu i a tātou te homai. Kei a tātou ke. Huri no tēnā koutou, kia rahuhui mai rā tātou.
Herald is live as well. So that's the Herald's feed on YouTube. Yeah, so the Herald is showing similar to RNZ. Herald, RNZ, updates on TVNZ. Hikoi on Lamp and Key from above, so there's your photo there. Wow. That's pretty massive. Arrives at Palmer, we did that one. From above, Lambton Key. Let's go have a look back at some of our TikTokers because they're getting the people. We'll just mute that one. Head back to TikTok and see what's going on.
Right. Oh. Pass it to him. You're alright. Can't lose your little elf. Not today. She's trying to pull me back.
Obviously, we're taking
Someone's
various.
got a sign that says he's a dick, so.
We're taking live feed from people, so anything can come out language-wise and stuff. Just so you're aware.
Hikoi.
We'll go back and find another one. Where's the search? Yeah. What's happening in the comments, guys? Anything you want to share? Obviously, I'm not looking at the comments so hardcore because I'm looking at different screens. Who were we just with? What's that one? Let's have a look.
Hikoi de whare mata. Hikoi.
Hikoi. Hikoi. Oh yeah, I'll get some good shots when I get there. Away.
And also, people, if you're aware that something's happening at the grounds, tell me because I'll leave the RNZ one open up there in case speeches happen, that sort of thing. They're supposed to be at midday, but I don't expect they'll be obviously on time. It's people marching, eh? Wonder what they'll do because there'll be far too many people for the for the grass. I wonder what the final number is. If anyone's seen that, let us know.
Let's keep going. So many people, see? So many people behind me, so many people in front of me. Yes, I am. Thank you. My legs are hurting, but I'm gonna keep rolling. So, what's windy? Just for the ones who didn't make it, or the ones who are working. There's at least 500 other people live streaming here. Well, I forgot my microphone. Yes, I do. Just going to pull and have a quick break.
Back again, team. Oh, bear with me. More people. Hang on, mate.
Come on. Let's continue.
Well, this all does feel a bit, oh, live stream is down. Bit of a rigmarole, isn't it? That was Spider Hoof calling in, and Spider Hoof's going to come and join us. So bear with me for a sec. I need to now invite Spider Hoof. It'll take me a couple of secs. Bear with us, guys. Copy that link. SPIDER, there's Spider Hoof, LINK, and then that. Done. All right, so we'll probably see Spider Hoof sometime soon. Where are we at? Should we go back here? RNZ's live stream doesn't seem to be going. Oh, there we go. Push again. Nope. Okay. So there's the Herald. Okay, so that's one angle, and here's the second angle.
Kia kurahi, kia ku whakatamarahi ki te rangi, tēnā rā tātou katoa. Ai mihiana ki a tātou, ai ngā hotanga o te wā mātua rā, ko ngā mihi ki te wāhi ngaro. Rātou mā, nā rātou tonu tātou i arahi mai ki runga nei. Me te aha, ko rātou tonu era i whakatauirahia mai i tēnei momo āhuatanga o te kotahitanga tēnei ki tēnei no reira kei taku iwi Māori, tēnā koutou. O te anō rā, te Aotearoa whānui, tēnā tātou katoa. Hei a koa nei tātou ku atu ai, a ki ngā kōrero, engari ko tā mātou noa, he whakatika i te aho tēnei nohonga i te mea kāre au te ki te i ngā tamariki. No reira, ko taku tono tuatahi tamariki mā moko puna mahara mai rā
got honour, and you can't call them this and you can't call them that. If you lie, you lie, you know, and you can't be, and he...
Ko koe tonu tērā, e takahi ana i te ara, e takahi nei, e tō tātou tuahine e hana. No reira, tēnei taku tono, ki ngā tamariki, ki ngā moko puna, e tika ana kia ki te arātau. Tuaru ake, e harai te mea katoa ai, i ngā mihi okawa ki a rātau mā o te wāhi ngaro, engari, e tika ana kia rite tonu te kōrero tia o e nei āhuatanga. Ko te ingoa, ko te mata, o ka hurangi whina tērā, nāna tātau i ara.
Kia ora, Spider Hoof, are you there?
Hello folks, how you doing?
Good, man. What you up to?
I'm just hanging out and I saw your live stream. I was like, hey, I can do that with you. Let's
Yeah,
chat.
man. Yeah. So are you watching? What are you thinking? What are you seeing?
I'm seeing amazing things, obviously. I've been watching some live streams like you have. And also I walked the bridge last Wednesday. So I felt the vibes. So that was amazing. I loved it.
Do you want to see this? I've got some Stan Walker going on at the moment.
Where is baby? Is that Chippy in the background?
Yes. Yes, right there. I'm just going to have a look if RNZ's doing anything again yet. And they're doing the wide shot.
I haven't seen them say how many people are there.
No, neither. I am just aware with the old mainstream media guys being a bit precious sometimes about their lives. So even though he is live there
That's right.
on the Herald, I'm gonna flick around. Like I'm not worried about RNZ, public broadcaster, although Kurt said that about old TVNZ, couldn't we? They got a bit pissy.
They did get pissy at you. What was it, the election night, wasn't it?
Yeah. We did the it wasn't the election night. It was the what are they called? The Tamaiti. Is he live? Oh, they're not live.
Yeah.
It was the debates.
Oh right, yes, that's right. Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you, but before we came here, there was a lot of red kind of protest that this was going to be.
I was talking to Jordan, and I think he's going to go live if he can as well.
Cool, man. 35,000 watching.
Jordan's live now, if you want to check him out. He's got the speaker right in front of him. He's right at the front there.
All right, now we need to turn some of these sounds off, don't we? So we only get one feed. That one off.
I think that was me a little bit too. Sorry.
That's all right.
On my phone.
There's Jordan there, and turn that one on. There we go. This is us.
The house that I've heard for a very long time. Tēnei kai kōrero, ko rua nei ia, ko roa nei, ko iwi ana, a ie nei whenua.
It makes me emotional.
Yeah, it's pretty spare shame.
Yeah.
I mean, I think most of us are too young for Bastion Point. I mean, I was alive, I think, but no knowledge of it. Foreshore and Seabed, not really engaged. But now it just feels very different. So it feels like sort of the first one that I've been engaged with. Like this whole process from the activation back, 12 months ago.
Yeah.
Here. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's true. They haven't had to do it this hard in our lifetimes, just about. And we're not young, Pat.
Yeah. Yes, I know. As my Grey can say. It is amazing. 100,000 was floated by Tamitha Paul, says Matthew, as an optimistic figure. That might have been what you'd see. Police have reported 19,000. I mean, the reality in this day and age, especially in the world of social media, is that, g'day buddy, come here. Hey man, you all right? The reality is there'll be, another 500,000 watching it online. So, what is a protest these days? Just the people there, or?
I think this has gone global, though. I think there would be far more to count than just in our country.
Yeah. And I think it'll be reported on to hundreds of millions. But who are actually watching right now, it's not just going to be those people that are there. I mean, I'm sure Jordan's got a ton watching him.
I think he's only started. I'm not sure.
Our sincere aroha and gratitude to all who have sacrificed and worked so hard to arrange and bring this amazing Hikoi here to Poneke. This historic Hikoi is a tohu of our unity, our strength and determination to see Te Tiri o Te Waitangi on it. To the tangata tiriti here today, who have come shoulder to shoulder with us, we honour you for your integrity and your willingness to reject the injustice, the division, and for acting to unite our
Jordan's
nation.
live has over 250,000 likes on it right now. So yeah,
Whānau, look
get
around
out there.
you today. Look at the faces next to you in the distance.
Oh, Auntie hanging
Whānau,
out
this
with
is the vision for Aotearoa.
Say again?
just Auntie there in the video handing out sweeties to people.
And walking into our future together. Whānau like you, many of you, I'm a married boy with a flash name. I was raised in my village of Takapuaia, just up the road, by my mother, my old people, surrounded by my Ngāti tō whanaunga. I was unaware that I was anything else until I went to school. There for the first 2 weeks, every playtime, I was fighting boys who dared to demean me and my flash name. And fight them I did, and stop they did. We're fighting still. When my German immigrant father came here after the war and told his wharfie mate in 1953 he was marrying a Maori girl, they told him, drink with them, play rugby with them, but don't marry them.
Oh my God.
My dad ignored them, of course, as has someone in every single one of our whānau. To those who would divide us whānau, it's too late. We're already one people. When the All Blacks and our other sporting heroes...
Not just Seymour, it's the whole Luxon crew.
Yeah.
What is it the world
Yeah, it's important we don't forget that. It's important we remember to apportion blame to all of them, not just Seymour.
Luxon could have stopped all this. He chose not to.
Yeah, it's a
Because
very
he
good point to
four walls
remember.
of power.
Of our tamariki, our rangatahi. When we go into our schools, our sports fields, our businesses and the other places we live and play and work, what do we see, whānau? What do we hear? To those who would divide us, you're too late. We're already one people. My mother and my old people taught me to tell the truth, do what's right, say sorry quickly, be fair, be respectful, but never take any crap from anyone. That was the way of my old people and probably yours. And that's why we're all here today, whānau. To tell the truth, to do what's right, to do it respectfully, but to make it clear we ain't gonna take this crap no more. We've come here together. Show everyone in this land,
The one in the foreground.
and everyone in
Yeah.
the whole world
That
who's
looks really
staring at
cool.
us right now,
I can't quite read it. It's backwards.
that in Aotearoa, Te Tiriti o Waitangi, is not a source of division, whānau, but of unity. They must be honoured. Last Thursday, in an awesome speech in this house,
Nice. Very short.
Rawhiti
You put up a good daughter.
each one of us to
Very
begin by
short.
first honouring Te Tiriti ourselves. I was surprised by that, actually, that widow. Not the kawanatanga, but us, the tangata whenua, and I would add the tangata Tiriti. What does
Where
that
is
mean,
Luxon?
whānau?
He's in Apex,
We
isn't
love
he?
Te Tiriti o Waitangi,
No, he's
right?
back. He
Okay.
he's there was talk yesterday that he may come and meet with them, but probably not out here. He was talking about meeting with some of the leaders, perhaps
Right.
inside. But he was open to it. I mean, we'll see.
Three things
So
solemnly
he
agreed by our
he did
tupuna.
clout chase.
To empower and unify all the people of this whenua. Under Te Tiriti
That's
o
so he can
Waitangi
pretend later that he tried to do something, I guess.
Tiratanga,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, like,
Rawhiti
it's just so much of this lies at his feet. I don't care what he says. I said this the other day. Remember, every time that the Prime Minister says, well, we have a coalition agreement and we have to stick to that, what he's saying is we have a treaty that we have to honour between the parties. That's what he's saying.
Exactly.
Whilst they
Exactly.
are not honouring the treaty. So it means,
Exactly.
as Moana Maniapoto said to us, their coalition agreement is more important to them than our founding document. They're honouring their coalition agreement above honouring the treaty. It's disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second, as important as voting is, whānau, it pales in comparison
I also saw him do an interview while he was in APEC, and he said, "Oh, nobody's really asked about it." Well, he's literally standing there being asked about it while at APEC. So he's just willing to lie constantly.
And they are trying to push it away by saying coalition agreement, but it's like, yeah, as I just said, you go out there and honour that coalition agreement while you dishonour the treaty. Just think about it.
Unity is the key to unlock the power of tino rangatiratanga. When you return home, wānanga with your whanaunga on what it is you will do together to enhance the mana, the prosperity and the well-being of your people. Focus on yourselves first, strengthen yourselves, live where you stand, paddle your own waka.
19,000.
Seek people who support that vision.
I don't believe that.
We'll see. They'll figure it out. And actually, I don't want to get caught up in the numbers because it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't matter whether it's 19 or 40 or 23 or 80. We can't make the numbers be the reason this is important. It's important because it's important.
It's about having your say. It's about
I mean, the numbers will help. If there was 1 million people there,
I've still got issue because after the Auckland Bridge March, Hikoi, the police statement was, it's about 5,000 people. And it was just such a lie, like such a significant lie that I'm still got it stuck in my craw a little bit, to be honest. So
12:30, so 4 minutes ago, Renews reporter Anna Harcourt said the Hikoi is still passing through the intersection of Lambton Quay and Bowen Street in front of Parliament an hour after it first arrived. The Hikoi is honestly indescribably large. Lambton Quay has been this full with people pouring through at the same destination as in the photos for the last 50 minutes, and we can't see the end of it yet.
Nice.
That is pretty massive.
I wish I was there. I really do.
Well, you're a bit of an enigma, aren't you? I'm going to say, where do you live? But Spider Hoof kind of lives in the internet and nowhere else, eh?
Oh no, I'm in Auckland, so most people know that though.
Have a look at the RNZ image. But they've still got something from the front. That's interesting that they haven't got anything down closer to it.
I think they're in that little balcony, the press balcony.
Yeah. It looks familiar. That thing.
Trapped in almost.
Just excuse me for a sec. Hang on.
Yeah.
Of unchecked rule and domination of our people by the Kāwanatanga. After taking half of all we earn in taxes of various kinds for health services we cannot access, houses that don't exist, schools that don't teach our children, infrastructure that doesn't work, and leaders that don't lead, we say, well, that's enough.
Thank you. Back again. We're just doing, we're just printing T-shirts and stuff here today, and it's sort of our first time for doing it. So we're just learning the system. Just learning the system.
I love me some arts and crafts.
Yeah, man. Guess what everyone's getting for Christmas this year?
Oh yeah, am I coming to your Christmas party?
Oh, if you want to get yourself down here, you're welcome to. I was thinking actually about some others as well, but there's limited budget. Like, who should be coming? Who's right in the chat right now? Is Kiwi Skirt should be coming, but I don't have the budget to get Kiwi Skirt here because Kiwi Skirt's worked every day we have, sort of thing, and more.
Oh my God, we can get the funds together to get Kiwi Skirt there. Easy.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out, and I'll see. I can see a Kiwi Skirt in the chat right now. We'll have a chat, Kiwi Skirt, because you are an invaluable part of this team.
Man, the group chat, just say it in the group chat, they'll just fork it over easy peasy. Absolutely. They love her. We all do.
Yep. We'll figure it out. We'll talk later, Kiwi Skirt.
We call on him together to show that leadership now by cutting short the period that the submissions are submitted for.
Absolutely, Luxon.
Cauterise the gaping wound that has been created in our nation.
Yep, 100%.
We remind you, Prime Minister, and your leaders, democracy is just an idea.
It's a fiction that only works if everyone believes and agrees in it. If we agree. This Hikoi today is saying that we will no longer agree if truth and justice and honour mean nothing to you. Regardless, from this day forward, our hapu, our iwi, our urban people, our tangata tiriti supporters will never stop our unified action to ensure that finally, fully, Te Tiriti o Waitangi is honoured in this land. If anyone doubts that, look into the faces of our young people and tremble. No democracy built on justice is legitimate or can continue without change. The time for that change is here, whānau. The whole world is watching us to see what happens in Aotearoa. In every land where colonial injustice lingers, the struggle and the question is the same: how to heal a nation. The answer is ko tahitanga, kono, tika, rangi Māori e. And if we can't do it, who can? But we will. We will. And when that day arrives, whiti tērā.
Nice. Never be afraid to be the leaders of the world.
Brian says coalition leaders have lost all credibility and trust, which is completely true.
Excuse my ignorance, but that statue in the background, is that always at Parliament?
This one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks very permanently solid if it's not.
I mean, again, my ignorance on what the front of Parliament looks like. But if that was brought along for the day, amazing.
Yeah, someone in the chat will know. Someone will tell us. There you go, answer.
Oh my god, that character out of the Ricky Gervais show, that was his profile picture, is hilarious.
Derek, out of the show, Derek.
Yeah,
Just a general
sorry.
announcement.
I
I hope
giggles
you've got a
all
lot
of
of
a sudden
data
seeing
because
it.
the Speaker of the House is justice and Wi-Fi. Hikoi?
Oh,
So if you've got
man,
a lot
did
of data,
you hear
please
that?
watch a friend next to you and start going live as much as we can.
Oh, wow.
We're going to move to our next speaker.
This is Dirty Play by
We've seen
Speaker.
through the photos
Brownlee.
of our loved ones
Yeah,
that
Jerry
have passed,
Brownlee.
the legacy of
He is a
activation.
cunt. We knew it already though.
Kia mere ana Pittman, kei konei tonu ia.
Willie Jackson was following me for a long part of the bridge walk the other day.
Yeah.
And I thought about interviewing him, but then I was like, no, then I'd have to give over my handle name. So I didn't do it.
All the people who complained about Mallard turning on the sprinklers, I hope they're the same ones that complain about Brownlee turning off the Wi-Fi. I know it's not exactly the same, but it's the same vibe, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I will say this, if he has, we'll see what happens. You know, it could also be an overloading, but, you know.
Well, the thing is that during the protest in Wellington, that other protest, that sort of tactic didn't come in for a couple of days, though. They knew this was coming. They're not occupying, they're not breaking rules, they're doing what they're allowed to do, but they've taken dirty politics, you know, hours into it.
Oh, there's Alistair. Guy in the background there, Alistair Reese. He did the opening prayer and stuff at Waitangi. We spoke to him on the show.
Tihai mauli ana ki te hikoi mā te tiriti. Tihai mauli ana ki te mana Māori. Tihai mauli ana ki te iwi Māori anei kua tai mai. Anei kua tai mai ki runga o Pāneke. Te iwi o te raukura karanga mai anei kua tai mai.
I've just seen that. I think that flag is a bastion point thing.
Right, yeah.
Has happened today.
1975.
And I need you all to sit in this moment with me. What has happened today? The Māori nation has been born. Kua pita ki te ao marama anei e hui nei. The embodiment of kotahitanga anei e hui nei. Te mana Māori, kua roa e tāmia nei, kua pita, kua ora, anei kei ngā pakinga o te rā. And I need every single one of you to live in this moment, and to appreciate this moment, and to appreciate our power right now. Tika te kōrero a taku tuakana te wihi. This is not a reaction, it is a response. This is a rangatira response. This is a mana response. And this moment, look at us. What a moment this is. What a response this is. I'm proud of every single one of you for stepping up today, standing in this mana and standing in this moment. E rangi e homa. This is a response. Whether this moment makes us today or whether it lives forever. Look at us. What a moment this is. What a response this is. I'm proud of every single one of you for stepping up today, standing in this mana and standing in this moment. E rangi e homa. It's up to us.
That's our secret.
We must make this moment live forever.
We're good.
Is forever.
Bah.
That guy is quite fun. I do like him. Can you put the two tabs side by side?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it?
Every single one of you who joined this march.
What is that?
Spider Hoof producing B18's live.
Why are they saying rednecks? Who's letting off the fireworks?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Sounds like counters.
I hope you all realize that we have all in this moment committed to a journey of liberation, to a future where we are the captains of our own waka, where we shape our own destinies, and where we guide the lives of our tamariki and our mokapuna. No one else.
I don't know. There's no obvious, issue. So whatever happened, maybe if it was, they've already sorted it. Maybe.
Maybe.
Not even 200 years ago. That is where we're going.
Nobody seems alarmed.
Say again.
Nobody seems alarmed. So.
Yeah, no.
Watch that thing there.
So on the right, the Hori is, people don't know, is an artist. We've had him on the show before, and he is a part of the team organising the Hikoi, but I talked to him last week and he basically said that Eru is doing all the front, like doing all the media for it. So so he's a part of the team that are putting this together, but he's not the face or fronting it, so to speak.
Yes, I've seen that in action, basically. Yeah.
The change generation is here. We are working towards an approval.
He is a very good. Eru is a very good orator. Yeah.
And you know that the face tattoo, the moko that he's got, is only like 2.5 weeks old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because when we spoke
that.
to him 10 days ago or so, I think he said he'd had it for 6 days. So it is.
Yatane, so yeah, I know they all mean something different. I'm so ignorant sometimes. I know they all mean something different. Where you're from and things like that. But I think they all look great, to be honest.
At the moment, not we, because we're taking TikToks, but we're showing better feeds than any of the networks are. Like the other networks have all just got wide shots.
Well, Jordan's, I think, got a proper camera gear set up, if you know what I mean. So this is why his was looking so good as well.
Yeah, I'm just going to come back to this sound, because the sound was better as well. Back to Jordan for a bit.
I think he's using a proper camera, not his phone. Oh, nice.
Chewy's just messaged me saying Wātea is estimating 100K.
I mean, I believe it. This is huge.
Hana. Good photo.
I just want to clap. I'm sorry. I keep trying to hold myself back. Remembering I'm on camera. I mean, on mic.
Just. Okay. I need everyone's help here. Tuatahi, we are looking for a 9-year-old named Izzy.
Oh.
Boy, because you're all her parents, Matua Reitia, you all have a responsibility to help us find Izzy.
Izzy just made history.
Yeah.
Tuarua, a pink top and flowery leggings. Tuarua, we also have a tamaiti, Harmony, Reihana, Wally, Kemurine, Hikoi. She got heaps of parents and aunties and uncles in the back here. Ingari, don't wait until the very end to come get her. And please, Kakati, anyway, we've had 4 people faint, and I don't think it was because of the kōrero. Or the good looks of the speakers. Our next kai kōrero e hoa mā. We're not only here to advocate for our rights as Māori, but we are here to contribute to the global dialogue and pakanga for the rights of Indigenous people everywhere. Eru said, when Māori do well, we all do well. Kua roa te iwi Māori e tuana hei paurama mo ngā iwi take o te ao. Our next kai kōrero is here to share in the global battle and to give the whakaaro o te iwi o Paraniga. Ko Nadia Abu Sanad tēnei kua roa e tohe ana I ngā kaupapa I Palestine.
Well, that led you down a trap, didn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, who's next? So I truly believe that the rest of the world is looking at this moment and us as New Zealanders from Aotearoa, they are looking to us to lead in this space. We have led in this space since the signing of the treaty, of course, Tīwiti, and we've led in this space of politics since giving women the vote first. We've led in this space in so many ways around the world that this moment is actually going to be quite momentous for that aspect as well, because there's so many places right now looking for hope that pushing back and fighting is going to do something, and I genuinely believe that this moment is actually going to change New Zealand, and it's going to change New Zealand for the best, and we will inspire those around the world as well.
Yeah, I mean, we featured Lydia Thorpe again last night, the Australian senator who had a crack at King Charles, and she's been censured, similar to Hana being censured, and she's like, fuck that shit, I don't care. So, yeah, it's a really interesting thought. I mean, because the treaty to me, as a Pākehā New Zealander of Irish ancestry, has always been an interesting mix of, didn't we do well in 1840 and haven't we fucked it up since? You know, like that we started in this way that no one else in the world did, and then one part of the treaty, one signatory, hasn't honoured it all the way through. So it's this weird juxtaposition where the Indigenous people in New Zealand feel like they've got a better deal than many Indigenous people around the world. I mean, look at the Aborigines, you look at the Native Americans, you know, all those Indigenous people that were colonised, but still the deal they've got is not what the deal they agreed to, so it's still not okay. Yeah. So it's important it's important to be able to go better than the rest of the world, but still not okay. Like a model doing a treaty rather than a let's just get in there and kill them all. But then actually now that treaty needs to be fulfilled, and they needs to be, you know, actually upheld to what the origins of it were. And the unfortunate thing is Seymour is trying to sell the lie that what he's doing is upholding it to its original meaning, and it's plainly not. He still has not pointed to a single historian, you know, language expert, Māori expert, anything that sides with him. So even just that. I know there's a chance we don't always have to trust all the experts, but when you've got none in your corner, you know, from historians to courts to academics to people who understand Māori culture, that's all they've ever done and studied. No one supports them, so that should say enough.
And that's how this government's been all the way through. Remember before the election, we're going to get billions of dollars out of selling houses offshore that are over $2 million. Nobody said that was going to work. Nobody. But they bowled on with it anyway, and then killed it at the coalition talks, which would have been very much part of Luxon's deal with Winston, that the favour that Winston provided Luxon, not the other way around. So they've never ever gone to anything resembling fact or study or research for anything they've done, including smoke-free,
Yeah.
all of it. So, yeah, it's not surprised that they're just making up bullshit around the treaty or titiriti, and look what's happened.
Yeah. Yep. No, but looking at Jordan's feed here as well, he's up to nearly 500,000 likes.
Yeah.
So it's getting engagement, that's for sure.
How many people are viewing at the moment?
Only 1,600 lives. I say only. It's we've got about 600.
Yeah.
It's not, but obviously people are coming and going, and
yeah,
you
kind of get dropped out a lot when the lives are quite large as well. So yeah.
I was about to say, did I just see a yeah. Pardon me. We're not really actively looking for super chats, but thank you for them, so I'll just say them. Seymour should book his ticket back to Atlas HQ now while he can still walk. We are in a state of world war, and he is going to cause a civil one here. Nick
Again, it's not just Seymour, it's the whole coalition. The whole COC should be blamed for this.
In fact, I think we've been sort of the opinion that maybe Luxon should own this even more, because without him this doesn't happen. He opened the door for it. So
his power greed. Yep.
Nick says very proud of all the people who have put in the effort to show up. Very good. Agree with you, Nick. And Steve says if the government thinks the contract is invalid, their lease is up. Basically, contract law 101. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly the point. The contract law. I was thinking the other day as well. This line that Seymour goes on about. You don't have treaties or contracts where your birthright gives you more of an opportunity to X, Y, Z. And I'm thinking, well, you do. Like when my father passed away last year, there was a contract, and I don't want to tell you this, Spider, but I had more rights because of where and who I was born to that contract than you did. So these things happen. So his argument is actually moot. So there's examples all over the place of people's DNA, their origin story, giving them different responsibilities or rights. And this is just, you got to expand that out and say this is one where, like if my dad had owned a farm and I was the third generation down and that farm was being sold, then I would have more rights to that than a stranger who was not assigned to my dad at all, who was just a stranger. So we see this all the time, that through someone's lineage or DNA or who their father's father's father was, that gives them different access to the outworkings of that contract.
But you're missing the most obvious one. Titiriti, or the treaty, were signed between Māori and the Crown. The Crown, the ultimate, and it is who I'm born to rather than who I am, where I'm from. So it's literally two subjects who are have the inheritance of the land through different means. So it's actually somebody should push that back onto Seymour. Say, well, what
you're saying, which is a really interesting point, is the other side of the contract, the Crown. They are only involved in this contract because of their birthright.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a really interesting point. I wonder if the pushback would be now it's the government, but the original, absolutely. It's a really good point, really interesting point.
That's who they're representing, our government, is the Crown.
Yeah, who are only there by birthright.
Right.
I like that. I'll have to try and find a way to push that out a bit more. Hoof. Ms. Hoof.
I can't believe I've just thought about it, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's a really interesting point. I think we're going to have to look into that some more. And I was just thinking, I haven't already seen it in the chat, but sometimes we do these things and people go, "No, stop talking." It's like, that's what we're here to do. To have a conversation and look at no, because they can go straight to Jordan's feed if they don't want to be a part of what we're doing. So it's not like we're denying you. You can do whatever.
This year, there have been many activations. The one thing hasn't necessarily been about activating your waiwai with a hikoi, but it's about the activation of our whakaaro in our minds. It's about, as the tuahine mentioned, remembering rangatiratanga isn't something that we take from the Crown, but it's something we awaken within ourselves under the years of colonisation and colonial ideology. It's about remembering we are sovereign. And if you're not
Hey,
going to listen to me, then
my
I'll
mind's blown
Yeah.
about that crown thing now. Sorry, I can't believe I haven't thought about it before now. I'm just shocked that I haven't thought of that as the counter answer to Seymour's bullshit.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I sent an email to Seymour yesterday requesting an interview. They won't reply. They never reply to us.
Oh,
They'll
you know
go on the platform. They never go with us.
I saw them advertising for jobs the other day,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, man, it'd be great just to go in there and just fucking get hired by them and then just fuck them up somehow. Sorry, that was my intrusive thoughts coming out. Sorry.
Gosh, imagine working for them.
Oh, it'd be awful.
I will take my soul out of my body, stamp on it, crush it, cut it up every single day, and then I'll be able to work for you. Good Lord. Looks like all the lives from the walk are all finished. I wonder if that means basically the walk is finished. Wonder if people are there now.
I've been forgetting to watch the chat. Sorry, everybody. Thank you for all your messages.
And Jordan's come through, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got the kid out. If he goes offline, we should message him to come and chat.
Yeah.
Baba, I could never do a better job than Pat. Thank you.
Are you talking to the chat?
Yeah.
Nice.
I forgot to look at it earlier, so I'm paying attention, guys. Sorry.
Interesting who's got different footage. Like, this is RNZ. RNZ still just got the crowd shot. Herald has gone to... Oh, Herald's doing various shots. That's interesting. Well, there's a good shot.
They might be just going into the Wellington City webcams.
They've got lots of cams. That's a good idea, though.
Let me Google them and I'll tell you if they're any good.
Waitia doesn't seem to have a live, which surprises me. I guess I'm just missing it. Emily! Hey, man.
Oh, hello. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I've got too many things going on. Let me just end the live stream.
You've been live streaming as well? Did you end the live stream?
No, I'm saying I've got your stream and all sorts of things going on, so... Yeah,
Nice.
hello. How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
Good, good.
Spider
Hi,
Hoof.
Emily.
Have you met Spider Hoof
Hello.
before?
I don't think we have. Nice to meet you officially.
Nice to meet you.
And I don't know if you're aware, Spider. I probably are. Emily does a Friday night show with Magenta.
I have watched it. It's very
nice.
good. Well done,
Nice.
girl.
Nice. Thank you.
And actually, Magenta's in there somewhere, and I've been talking to Magenta about connecting with us, but maybe because the Wi-Fi got turned off, apparently, allegedly, then we haven't heard from them.
I imagine the bandwidth at the moment is pretty stretched with everyone streaming.
For sure.
But it's making sure that we never have to have this Hikoi again.
Yeah, that's an interesting point.
Let them see.
We haven't seen any drone footage. That would be really nice.
The generation that we have here, well, she called us the guinea pigs, or the testing generation. How high? Because they sent us to Kohanga, they sent us to our Minikura, they taught us on our marae. They didn't know what the outcome was, but they knew they didn't want us to experience what they had gone through. And so, ko taku wero ki a tātou, ka mutu ana tēnei hikoi, what are you going to do next? Ka mutu ana tēnei hikoi, what are you going to do with your tamariki? What are you going to do with yourself? Because this is just the beginning. And this is just a kōrero to us as Māori, engari kia tātou katoa ngā tangata tiriti. Ki taku kura, te kura kaupapa Māori o ngā mokopuna, he Pākehā kei reira. E ako ana i ngā kōrero. Role clarity, though, is key. And we're going to listen to a tangata tiriti who's going to articulate exactly what that role looks like for all of us, for our tangata tiriti. Kei te hoa, kei hea peri. Oh, ko Jen. I should actually read my program. Our next speaker, sorry Penny, our next speaker, following on from their kōrero, mana ia e kōrero engari kei tērā āhuatanga tonu, te wāhi o te tangata tiriti me te tangata moana ki roto i ēnei āhuatanga ki roto I tēnei Aotearoa hau, Hawaii ki mokopuna I kōrero hia e eru kei te tuakana e Jen. Ara mai, brother.
What a beautiful day. I'll keep it short, te iwi. He hororo he kororia ki te kaihanga o te ao. He mangarango ki te whenua he whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa, ngā mana, ngā reo, ngā iwi, e rau rangatira mā, te nā koutou. He uri no te moana nui a kiwa hau, ko Tonga, Kingdom of Tonga, toku u kaipo. Nō reina, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I stand here because Māori have made the call, and like many of us here, we have heeded that call. I stand here as a proud tangata tiriti, proud tangata moana, proud grandson of Tongan migrants. But I can't help but wonder, at the Hikoi up in Tāmaki Makaurau, at the Hikoi here, I can't help but wonder and think about all of us who have a family member or a friend who isn't here. We all know someone who doesn't support the Hikoi.
Chris Hipkins on Te Ao Māori News.
Say again?
Got Chris Hipkins doing a little interview on Te Ao Māori News. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I haven't. Is it live? It can't be live because he's standing right there.
No, it must have been a little while ago.
That'd be a good trick. That'd fill the conspiracy theorists with body doubles.
So I've been trying to understand, where are they coming from? Why are they supporting this bill, or why are they disagreeing with us? And I've heard all the arguments.
Acting like a journalist on
I've read
them.
the statements, I've read the comments, I've seen the videos. Heck, I've even seen random American YouTubers chime in on what's happening here. You can always count on a random American YouTuber to tell us something that we didn't ask for. And I've heard members of the coalition government spit out their buzzwords. That this Hikoi is grounded in critical race theory. That this Hikoi is a part of their favorite buzzword, wokeism. I even saw one comment on media say that this Hikoi, or this kaupapa, is grounded in critical race theory that belongs in America and the woke lands. Well, let's look at the facts.
Oh.
That theory is over 40 years old.
Oh,
Māori have been saying on a treaty for over 170 years. You don't need to be a historian to know the facts, to look at what Māori have been doing, to look at Kiingitanga in the Waikato, with Princess Tupaia Herangi, to look further up north, Ngāti Whātua of the Kotaitanga movement, or Paora Tūhaere, to look down to Parihaka, the Whiti o Rongomai and Taranaki. In the 1920s, when Samoa was standing for their independence and started the Māo movement, and they had the massacre in 1929, it was Māori
politicians here in Aotearoa advocating for them. So Māori Pōmare, so Apirana Ngata. We stand here for that. But as Māori have been standing here in the 1800s and 1900s, standing for what's right. Our leaders, our chiefs, our kings and our queens across the Moana Nui Akiwa, across the Pacific have been doing the same thing. King Takumbau from Fiji was sending a letter to King Kamehameha in Hawaii, saying we need to unite. It was King Kalakaua in Hawaii who saw the wave of imperialism coming and said, Oceania, it's time for us to stand up. Moana Nui Akiwa, it's time for us to stand up. And he was sending letters to King Topou in Tonga, sending letters to Maliatoa, Laupepa in Samoa, sending letters to King Pōmare V in Tahiti. And his letters almost got here to Aotearoa, but he got stopped in his tracks. In 1887, word got out that the indigenous populations of Moana Nui Akiwa were standing up to unite. And a group of businessmen literally held King Kalakaua by gunpoint and said, this was their message. We're here to exploit the world so that we can become as rich as possible. But we can't do that if native populations hold on to their sovereignty. E te iwi, that's the same message behind this bill. Let us not be fooled by the pseudo-equality sales pitch that's from David Seymour. When David Seymour writes down, I'm doing what's right for everyone, know that there's an asterisk beside everyone. And when you read the fine print on the bottom, what does it say? It says when Mr. Seymour says everyone, what he means is a very small group of people who are already economically and politically privileged.
Really good.
Facts.
It's a good message.
When I hold up the arguments of the bill against the facts of the history, it doesn't match up at te iwi. But I'm not here to talk about the bill. We're not here to talk about the bill. We're here to stand in unity, tangata tiriti, tangata moana, without tangata whānau, without tangata whenua whānau, sorry. We're here to stand, not to talk about the bill, but to stand for our future. In just a few years' time, it'll be 2040, marking 200 years since the signing of Te Tiriti o Waitangi, the foundational document of this land. My question to everyone who's listening in, whether you're standing here or you're listening in through the live stream, is what kind of Aotearoa do you want by 2040? Better yet, what kind of Aotearoa do we need by 2040? Simple. An Aotearoa where tangata tiriti are thriving. An Aotearoa where tangata whenua are thriving. An Aotearoa where tangata moana are thriving. An Aotearoa where our land, our seas, and our oceans are healed and healthy. An Aotearoa where the spiritual and social landscape is at peace and harmony and healthy. An Aotearoa that's marked by unity, kotaitanga, and love, aroha. But here's the thing, as we all know, that Aotearoa is only possible if we honour te tiriti o Waitangi. Toitu te tiriti, toitu he whakaputanga, toitu te mana Māori motuhake. Ka ora tonu mātou! Ka ora tonu mātou! Ka ora tonu mātou!
Yes, that was such an amazing 60 seconds of that speech at the end there. Yeah. Need to wrap that up in a bubble and send it across the world.
Well, maybe we will by tonight's show.
Ala Pōtaka made his appearance. Good on him. Probably the best thing he's done all week.
A while ago when maybe I was on your show or just called into the show, Pat, we talked about people who would come out of this coalition government and do well for themselves. And we, kind of bandied it about. And I said that Tama Potaka is going to come out of this and he's going to be begging for forgiveness. And I really, really think he needs to start doing that now and actually making some waves in there to prevent what's happening.
Yeah.
This is why they're not going to a conscious vote for the bill, as people like Tama. I think that he is already starting to fold a little bit.
This is I think this is Henny Penalty, eh? Let's have a listen to from Labour MP.
I think so. It's like it. Yes.
We want to say to David Seymour, where is the privilege in being the most incarcerated race in our own whenua?
Shoot, hang on, I just realised it goes as you do, doesn't it?
Where is the privilege in suffering in an education system that has not looked after our
Say again.
language or our
All right,
people?
you're good.
We wanted to say to David Seymour, there is no future in Aotearoa without the Treaty of Waitangi. We want to say to David Seymour, there is no future in Aotearoa without the whakaputanga. And I'm going to leave the final words to my whānau from the far north, who will haka for us, the haka of Kawiti, no rere o kurangatira, ka kohu ko, ka kohu ko.
I won't be emotional again.
The thing you were saying before about Tama Potaka, we interviewed Chester Burrows before he died and how remorseful he was of the gang laws he tried to put through. And I was just sitting, as I was sitting here, I don't see anywhere in the world, I guess you could say kind of what happened with Labour in the 80s going to ACT, but other than that, like current times, people don't leave the left when they're 60, 70 years old and go to the right and go, I was so wrong about that, equality and equity. But you have a lot of people who, once they get out of politics, and I'm thinking about Tama Potaka, like Chester Burrows, they kind of find their heart after they leave politics. And yeah, I wonder how Tama's going to go with that. Because is it Doug Graham? Doug Graham just got appointed to the Waitangi Tribunal. Is it the right name? No, Richard Preble.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can't convince me at all ever that Tama Potaka, who basically had to appoint him, wanted Richard Preble on the Waitangi Tribunal, a tribunal he once wanted to get rid of altogether.
Yeah.
And
he
I'm
still
just
wants
like,
to get rid of it.
yeah, and it's like this is honouring the coalition agreement while they dishonour the treaty. It's like, yeah.
He's in there to destroy it, Preble. So this is the kind of action that we need, is people like Tama now going, oh shit, I've fucked up, and then walking across the aisle. He must be feeling that stress now, like, because he is, as I understand it, quite close to his marae and everything else. I think he is probably getting a lot of flack from a lot of people, which probably caused him to, be stubborn. But to witness things like this that are happening at the moment, and then Richard Preble being pushed into the Waitangi Tribunals things, he must be starting to think, far out, I cannot be here any longer. And if you're listening, Tama, which I doubt you are, we all welcome you with open arms, brother.
Well, I mean, Seymour was on the platform, I think late last week, whatever. You guys might even showed some of it, Emily. And he said,
yeah, he did 2 in a row.
And he said in one of those interviews that he didn't want a conscience vote because he acknowledged it may well not pass. Yeah. So he knows. He knows.
He knows. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But, I always wonder about that, Like, do people go to the other side to infiltrate and try and change their minds? But I don't know how long you could do that for,
Yeah. Brian asks, what happens to Treaty of Waitangi if we become a republic? The reality is it would have to be sorted out by then in its entirety, basically. Here we go.
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
sovereign, and Aotearoa is our kingdom, and we must protect it. We said to David Seymour, we'll see you next Tuesday. When I sat down there, it was midday. So my message to him is, see you noon Tuesday. I bumped into him down on the road yesterday, and him and I had quite a heated confrontation. I see him on the news today saying that Hana-Rāwhiti told him not to come. You goddamn right I told you not to come. He said he wanted to have a say. You had your say on Thursday. Today is my people's say. Continue to your way, taking it's not up for debate. He doesn't have the money to do that. Now, if you want to look at principles, you look at principles in the Kāwanatanga space. But soon as you drag Rangatiratanga into that bill, you crossed a line you never should have crossed.
Kia ora.
Rangatiratanga does not belong to this house.
Kia ora.
No government, no law has the right to debate Rangatiratanga. There are no howevers in Rangatiratanga. And we got a message to this government.
I'm right at the front.
Kill the bill!
Kill the bill!
Kill the bill!
Kill the bill! Kill the bill! Kill the bill! Kill the bill! Kill the bill! Kill the bill!
Fast track the election. Fast track the election. Fast track the election.
Kill the bill! Kill the bill!
I'll have to find you later.
The whole of the country is watching. The whole of the country is watching. And thanks to Hana, the whole world is watching.
Oh, just a diamond in the cheek. Yep.
We are inspiring Indigenous peoples all over the world to rise up. And it's been driven out of our kingdom, Aotearoa. Kei te mihi atu au kia koutou. Thank you for turning up. Thank you for turning up for our mokopuna. Our kaupapa has always been tipuna inspired. Tiriti led.
What is that?
Mana motu hake driven. And mokopuna focused.
Yeah! Mokopuna focus!
Ana! Hey! Koina te kaupapa.
This is happening.
My last thing to us. Where to from here? Yes, Rangatiratanga belongs to us outside this house. But we've got to have a Kāwanatanga strategy.
What's happening there?
That Kāwanatanga strategy is everybody. Tiwi Māori, get on the
Say again,
Māori roll.
Spides.
Look in the background. Tippy's been spoken to. They're all taking away, ushering people away.
If it is not a one-term government, it's because we didn't turn up.
Oh, didn't someone say that the house is starts at 2?
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
To turn up and ensure we don't get a fascist government like this one we have today.
That'll be the headline, unfortunately. But I would
What?
calls Luxon a fascist.
So that's my spiel.
Truth hurts.
It's been wonderful to be part of the Hikoi. From Te Rerenga Wairua all the way to Pōneke. My sovereign peoples, we are here and we're not going anywhere. Kia ora tātou.
Yeah, I mean, like you're saying, Spider, not that it's not deserved, but that'll be what the mainstream pull out of it, I guess, on some level. No, you know, like nasty words. Oh, hurty words is the headline rather than the.
I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Everywhere else in the crowd is too.
Yeah.
David Seymour has shown his face. He's out the back with his police and Brooke.
What do you
is that the little crowd?
This is RNZ's. It could be. This is RNZ's little live updates feed. He's come outside to the gathered crowds. He has at least 4 uniformed police officers and 3 diplomatic protection officers with him. Yeah, no shit. Of course he is.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I think that
shitless.
must have been what we just saw when you were switching websites just before. Some people getting sort of hurried into the corner.
Yep, that could be what you saw.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's an interesting one, about...
See, all his handlers are telling him to get out there, and by handlers I mean Atlas Group. And I bet they say, you get your face out there and show that we're, brave against this, or whatever bullshit they talk about amongst themselves. Because these people only want to be in the press. So that's why David Seymour says such ridiculous things like, Nelson Mandela would have been an ACT Party voter and shit like that. They say that to get on world news. So he would have tried to get in there right now in order to be on world news. Look, that's giving him what he wants. He absolutely is doing that because his Atlas handlers have said, get your fucking face out there.
Yeah, we need photos. David Seymour was outside for mere minutes before returning inside the beehive.
Yeah, so exactly, a photo opportunity.
It's a photo
That's
op.
all that was.
It's a fucking photo op.
Yep. And take it off the screen, Pat, because we're feeding into it. Ugly little weasel.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, Seymour loudly booed as he waved to the crowd. Hi, guys. It's me.
Look at
yeah,
him.
Who I am.
He just looks ridiculous.
Hi.
That is
The colonial bloody...
It's good, though. The ACT caucus quickly returned inside Parliament. David Seymour left the forecourt as the crowd began to shout, kill the bill.
Well, that was Fatosha's timing, to be honest. So that part of the speech just happened organically, and it happened to be when he turned up, which is fabulous.
Like it was meant to be. Hi, guys. I'm here now. Would you like to talk to me? I've got a few minutes. Yeah, good one. Wrath of Doom. Wrath of Doom says, thanks for being my support place, BHN, and all the peeps here. More than welcome, Doom. Happy to be your support place. I think actually this is what I feel. Like I thought I'd jump on here and do a live stream, and since then Emily's joined in and Spider Hoof's joined in, and you guys are all my support group. You're like my support. You're like my weighted blanket, making me feel comfy.
Nice. Yeah,
Jordan's had 671,000 likes on his stream.
Amazing.
Magenta's out there saying, Kaore whakae oku tūpana kia koutou puruheti. I hope she's proud of me for that one. I don't know if you can see that.
If you want to send, I
get on them.
I said Magenta should jump in and join us from the thing. I don't know if they've got the link. You could send it through if you want, though, Emily.
Yeah, I messaged them about 30 minutes ago and I got no response. So I imagine they're either super busy having fun, or
that's right.
No internet.
Yeah, there's so much going on when you're in a big crowd like that, though. It would be it's hard to concentrate.
Thank you, Nadine. Appreciate that. Yep, we're
Hi,
here just have a chat, and we'll be. I was going to say we'll be back tonight at 9 o'clock. Will we though? Will we? I guess we will. Sure, we can do the whole show tonight. Hour and 40 into this live stream.
We're going to call this the Māori clap. Ka pai? So what we're going to do, to welcome on our next speaker, and ka reo I te whakaiti on my program, he's called Paddy the Pākehā. Te whakanui tā tātou kai kōrero. If I mai ana, what I'm going to do is we'll try and get the timing ka pai, and I want to see everybody in this entire complex trying to do it. Okay?
Is that in time for the opening? Oh no, it's 30 minutes away.
And hopefully the clap was a good reminder for Iwa Bell's parents because she's still at the back waiting. Kapai?
Oh gosh.
April and Hayden. Also, Izzy has been found. Tēnā koutou.
Yay! Izzy in the pink top.
And flower pants.
Flowery pants. Yeah, I mean, I want to stay here for. Oh, we've got to get the clap. Here we go. Oh, come on, Fano. There we go.
Oh, I clapped out of time. God, I'm such a retard.
Okay, let's have a rest.
I didn't say that word. Oh my God.
We're going to try again, and then we're going to get faster, and then Patty is going to love the applause. Come on, let's go. Toro.
45.
Open first. Toro, open.
Oh, Chippy's in time. Good on ya.
Look, Chippy's into it.
Tēnā koutou katoa. How are we feeling out there?
Māori TV has a few different views in there.
A few different angles. I think possibly
inner city stuff, but I'm not sure if they're live. I assume they are.
Pākehā whānau who finally got around to learning some stuff about our past. And whoever since won't shut up
Are
about
you trying to get off this live stream, Pat?
no. I'm just having a look around. I'm just seeing what else there's to look at as well.
You started a sentence before, but then you stopped talking because of what's going on screen.
No, I'm not trying to get off the live stream. I'm happy to stay here for as long as we want to stay here. I'm just aware that there will be an end at some stage. I'm assuming they're going to try and wrap it before 2 o'clock because all the politicians will likely leave. I'm guessing, unless they just blow off that time in the House.
I don't know. I reckon. Do you think Chippy's going to talk?
Not sure. I mean, you know, it could be seen as sort of, you know, trying to get some of the reflective glory. When, to be honest, Labor's part of the problem here. You know, this is not just a. Like, I know the problem right now with Seymour and Luxon is the big one, but some of these issues around Māoridom and that obviously are systemic. I mean, it was just 20 years ago that Māori were trying to, block Māori on the foreshore in Seabed. Like I said, after watching that documentary, I don't know how any Māori ever voted for Labour again. So
yeah, no,
we'll see.
I agree. So, but wouldn't it be amazing if it wasn't Chippy on his own, that it was Chippy, Chloe, and Deb who stepped up, going, "We're working together, let's go," kind of thing? That would be amazing.
They might come out a wee bit later.
Pretty sure I've seen that
perhaps.
somewhere
I saw what was his name? The I can't remember his name. The other Labour MP was there too. Willie Jackson. Is it? No,
Willie Jackson.
Willie Jackson?
Yeah.
I saw him floating around.
He's in lots of the photos on Waitea.
Yeah, he's right there in picture now.
Yeah, there he goes in the background. Little bald head. That'll be him back there.
Yeah.
Te tiriti does not take away your rights, no matter what David says. Your culture and all you care about. After all, the entire system is designed in our image. To look and sound and work the way we please. And yet somehow we are worried about our rights. Where tino rangatiratanga is something to be frightened of. So much so that some are rushing to try and give it away to everybody now. So that it becomes meaningless. Where Māori decide how they wish to be Māori is something we should fear. Fear, so much fear. This bill reeks of it. Te tiriti is not a matter of public opinion. It is and always has been a covenant between two partners.
There you go.
Not something that can be overruled by a large informed public.
Yeah, nice.
And I can say
Hey.
because
Yeah, I
I
imagine
was
they'll
one of
come
those
a bit
people.
closer to 2 o'clock because they're already
And
be
unfortunately,
nearby
a
for
large
the
part of this country still
petition.
lives under a shroud of ignorance regarding our
Just
past.
wait to see Marama or Chloe step in too, and then they all come together and go, you know.
There's a great photo yesterday someone sent me of Debbie up on the walkway looking down at David Seymour while he was talking to the media. You could just it was almost like that tut-tut look. It's like, you have no idea, sunshine. And I think that she's right.
I love her so much. I could bang on about her all
There you
day.
go.
I just love
Photo
her.
time. Photo time for the.
Has Hana been there at all?
I've seen her in some of the photos on Wātea.
Yeah.
Haven't seen her there. I mean, the crowd would go. She's like a rock star at the moment. The crowd would go ballistic.
True that.
If she jumped in.
I love the saying that someone had on a young person had on the sign of have mana like Hana.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That was awesome.
Oh, she's with the Māori Queen. That's pretty cool.
Oh, is it in the chat, is it?
Yeah, supposedly.
That the very piece of legislation designed to silence has completely backfired. And I think it never backfired. That it has poured jet fuel on a moment, on a movement
they're getting that from the
that
Hui.
is more determined than ever to see that the foundational vision set out in Te Tiriti is fully realised. And I think it should be very clear to the tens of thousands of people here,
Oh, there you go,
to the
Wātea.
millions watching.
So this is
from
the
all over
Wātea
world,
feed.
that waka ain't turning back now.
That's what I'm watching on.
So why is
Yeah, Tao
Wātea?
Māori. It looks like Wātea, Te Ao Māori, and someone else had the same feed. The Hui?
Kui Geo Matenga I tana mokopuna. Cavalli. Although Cavalli is 14, so Cavalli! Hey! Tuarua, ke konei tonu, a iwa bau. Ke konei tonu e tatari ana.
Who's that standing next to Chippy?
Again, to reiterate that message,
the tall lady.
To the left of?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I imagine it's probably, let's say staff.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in the photo with her and Debbie though.
Yeah.
So it could be someone involved in the organisation, the organising of the Hikoi.
She's been there the whole time, so I assume she was Labour Party somebody.
Willow?
Are you getting the answer from the people who know everything in the chat?
Oh, I'm just Willow Jean
Willow
Prime.
Jean Prime,
She
MP from
is
Northland.
list MP. Yep.
Okay.
was the playing ground for her to really add her
So
impact.
tall.
Take
Take on the boys.
Oh yeah, she was next to there's a photo of her next to Jacinda.
Is that
Oh,
Samantha?
it's a
Samantha?
meme. Hang on, let me share this.
Samantha? Yeah.
And I'm lucky enough to represent this electorate of Wellington Central.
Yeah, girl.
And I just want to say no mai haere mai ki tēnei whenua. Now, I want to talk about the feeling that I felt when I sat in the House, when that haka that is being heard around the world happened. Because on Thursday, when these buggers tried to make it about their stupid little bill, we reclaimed that mana. Because on that
Here's another
day,
little meme if you can.
our people were crossing the
second.
Auckland Harbour Bridge, shaking the Auckland Harbour Bridge as our ancestors did.
Oh,
We
the
had
guy with the land
haka in
tax
the house, led by my
license plate in the
sis Hana.
background. I walked with him on the bridge as well, a lot of the way.
Oh, nice.
A lot of the way.
Is that in Auckland?
Yeah.
And in that moment, it said, without even needing words, that the new generation is here and we will not be quiet. And we
Actually, I'll just send
warned
it to you
them.
privately.
We
Chat,
told
Kat,
them,
so you can check on the
do
screen.
not tutu without
It's
treaty.
popped up as a pop-up.
We warned them that there would be a mass resistance. But what we are seeing in as a unity, a kotahitanga, Māori, Pākehā, Tauiwi, people born here, people born afar,
Whose stream are we watching?
to say we
Jordan's.
deserve better.
Jordan
Jordan
under.
Let this
Is it under his name?
Rivers.
Is it?
trample
JordanRivers.nz.
on the mana
Oh,
of
yeah.
our treaty.
Whoa, 3/4 of a million nearly already.
Yeah.
Now, I know a lot of our rangatira have talked a lot about the way that this government and successive governments have continued to trample on our people. But today, we are not victims. We are strong. We are resilient. We have withstood worse than this in our history. And we will continue to rise because we are still here. Now, there's some big claims being made by people who we're not going to give a platform to today,
There you go.
who say that we need to have a conversation, and we
Ooh,
do
behind
need
the
to have a
fence.
conversation about Mātiki Mai, about constitutional transformation, but not on these terms. Not on these terms, because this has been designed to divide us and to turn us against each other. To any of the haters that want to say this is about all New Zealanders, our rights, all of us as New Zealanders, are already protected under the Bill of Rights Act and under the Human Rights.
Oh. Live pause. The host is away and we'll be back soon.
The live does that by itself sometimes to make sure
Yep.
that you're not asleep.
Right.
So hopefully he'll notice in a second.
And so, should we refresh or just wait for it?
No, just wait, just hold.
All right, it's still there.
It's up.
Where are they
Made
going?
by people who we're not going to give a platform to today, who say that
They're doing it quite delayed coverage.
have a conversation, and
on the news,
Yeah, quite delayed. Let me just give them a refresh, eh?
but I think that's on purpose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, probably in case there's any
Where you at?
sweary words or anything that come out.
It's paused by TikTok. It's Jordan has to notice that it's been paused.
Well, he's been moving his camera around, so.
Magenta is near the front. The audio will be bad, but they can join soon.
Well, if you want, I mean, we can jump in. Maybe after Tamith has spoken, we can.
to stand on this land, to be proud of our perfectly imperfect nation that we stand on. Now, Whānau, the last thing I want to say to you today is that this bill will be killed thanks to you, not thanks to any of those buggers. But the fight has to continue because it's not just this bill. It's New Zealand first.
I just realised Emma was following me and I hadn't followed her. I feel so bad.
It is the fast track bill that is trying to destroy our whenua and attack our environment. It's these buggers that are trying to put our rangatahi into boot camps.
Someone said there are official people going into the public gallery.
Momentum going because the fight is far from over when we kill this bill.
That could be what
To do
the
that, we have to look after each
people
other.
going in for.
Ka ora tonu mātou. We have to look after each other
Willie?
so that we can continue to stand and fight all of the nonsense coming out of this house. Tōna tātou.
Good to see it's kept pretty peaceful though.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there'll always be one or two. Just got to see if Jordan's seen it yet. On a live pause, I'll just go to his thing, see if there's anything else. Go for a refresh. Just in case they got another link or something.
Shadow ban? No, surely not.
What was that?
Someone in the chat saying shadow banned, but doubt
What,
it.
Jordan?
I would say he just hasn't noticed that it's done that. It did it to me on the bridge the other day, and I don't know how long it was paused for.
Have you got his number?
After about an hour and a
Spider?
half, it starts to it will just pause TikTok like Netflix does when are you still
What?
watching?
No.
I mean, I imagine it says, "Are you still live streaming?" Can press to confirm, sort of thing.
Yeah,
The messages of this Hikoi is Hawaii Mo'opuna. It's impossible for us to advocate for that if we don't hear from our Mo'opuna.
Oh, now that looks like it's ended. Live has ended. And they'll probably
Yeah, and if you don't get there in time, it'll turn off by itself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If you've got have you got his number, Spides?
I'm trying to get hold of him.
I'm a little bit.
He's 21,000 views. Good on him.
I'm a little bit shady.
So there'll be a million people trying to get to him.
Yeah, I'm a little bit shady about showing mainstream media stuff too much. I don't want us to get kicked. Because last time we did this.
Jumping on stage. Jeez, what energy.
Sorry, I'm just going to try and... We want to see if... Nope, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. I'll bring the sound on this. Oh, we're not getting any sound from that.
He might also... he told me, Jordan told me yesterday he might not be able to stream. He'll try, but he might not be able to stream the whole time because he's got to do stuff while he's there as well.
Oh yeah, Wellington Mia Torifano's made an appearance.
Yeah. All right, so now we get into TikTok and we have a look for some other lives. Hikoi, and we'll see what else is out there. And live. There's one.
Oh, okay. Jordan's got back to me. Yeah, I don't think he's not coming back.
He's not coming back?
Yeah.
Perfectly happy using Wātea stuff. So this is Wātea News.
They actually just did my mic so they can listen to you. No surprise why she's more famous than her dad. Hey, buddy! Hey, same famous tonight. Ko tai pia tātou ki tētahi o ngā wahanga hira o te rangi nei. This includes all of us. This is the presentation of the petition that you all signed. We just saw that the petition has reached over 220,000 signatures.
Nice!
Nice.
Someone can fact check me later. I'm happy to I'll be gutted if I'm wrong here. But I'm pretty sure that's more votes than the ACT Party got in the last election.
No, they got 246, unfortunately. We did that last night. Close though.
Keep going.
Have we got to the end of the day or is it now?
Yeah. Keep finding.
Haramai, Kowe, I ngā āwhero, me ngā wawata, tērā i kite, ia hana te he marama, ana ko koe tērā e kawe ana I tēnei rangi haramai rā koutou.
Mai e te tupua, mai e te tawhita, mai e te kahui o ngariki, mai e te whiwhi atiki ngā tua. O I ka takina te Māori, ka te Māori ahua noa, I runga ki e nei taura, ki runga ki e nei tauira, I runga ki tēnei petihana, e tukuna no te whai ora ora, tāne te whai ora. Nei te matatau ka ke mga tūtārewa ki te rangi, uhi, wera hara mai te toki, hai mi e, hui e! Hai ki e! Te kawa, ko te kawa nui, ko te kawa rā, ko te kawa tike, tike, ko te kawa I ahua mai nā tiki a te rangi. I tupu ko te pū, ko te wā, ko te rita, ko te taka, ko te pūkanga, ko te wānanga, ko te taura, ko te tauira. Tēnei rā te awhiru, ko te awhirangi no te ara ngātua. I pua I ai te taka I wai nuku I wai rangi. Tēnei ko hohau ki runga ki te tupua, ki runga ki te tawhita, ki runga ki te kāhui o ngariki, ki runga ki tēnei petihana. O ia tēnei ko te reo, o e nei kua hikoi mai nei tēnei rangi nei. O I nei rā ko te reo o te ringa. O I nei rā ko te reo o te iwi Māori e ore nei. Ka tūturu e rangi, ka tūturu e papa whakamaua kia tīna! Tīna! Hau mi e! Hui e! Hai ki e!
Mai ora ka tātou, ko ngō ngā kaha te maunga, ko te rotorua nui a kani mata momo I uruana, kuna tika kaui te iwi. Tēnei e tūnei e nini nei. Tēnei toke taua, tēnei toke taua,
Okay, so 203,000 signatures will be handed over to Parliament today, but you can still sign.
No. Sign up.
So we need another 45,000 more to make that statement accurate.
Yes. Looks like online they've got 225,000, but it's possible they've got some in-person signatures.
Nice.
And make changes because we're still being pushed back. Māori to this day are sometimes still treated as second-class citizens. In a way, we're still fighting for a place in our own country. Today we honour his legacy and all those who paved this way before us. And we recognise that our mana motuhake does not rely on any outside recognition. It is our birthright. Embedded in our whakapapa, strengthened every time we return to the marae, uphold tikanga, and continue the mātāpono that people like Kurupong with with us all. So I'm standing here today to say to the government, fertility is not a gift to be interpreted with at whim, and we will not stand by as the treaty principle bill tries to diminish our rights under the guise of changes, because we're still being pushed back. Māori to this day are sometimes still treated as second-class citizens. In a way, we're still fighting for a place in our own country. Today we honour his legacy and all those who paved this way before us. And we recognise that our mana motuhake does not rely on any outside recognition. It is our birthright, embedded in our whakapapa, strengthened every time we return to the marae, uphold tikanga, and continue the mātāpono that people like Kurupong left with us all. So I stand here today to say to the government, fertility is not a gift to be interpreted with at whim, and we will not stand by as the treaty principle bill tries to diminish our rights under the guise of equality. Our rangatiratanga cannot be defined by legislation. It is defined by us, by our actions, and by the way we commit to upholding the mana of our tūpuna. To all rangatahi gathered here today, let us not be defined by this, but define ourselves. We are the ones who will continue this fight, not only for ourselves, but for our tamariki and mokopuna. It's our voices that carry the weight of this kaupapa. So send in your submissions, unite your whānau, and let our opposition to this bill be undeniable. E mihi nui ana ki ngā tāngata katoa I haina I tēnei pētihana. Ka hariru te whare mire I te kitenga o te raumano tāngata e whakahea
Can you hear us,
ana I
Magenta?
tēnei pere.
We just
Can you
changed
hear
over to a bit. Yeah, just stand by.
Yeah.
Oh, me. I'll probably mute anyway since it's
Kei runga kei wata niku e, ka haupata ne tui māno hirohi nei. Ui te paki o nei, hua i te paki o puanga, hua i te paki o kea o marama. Tukua hau kia putaku waho, tukua hau kia putaku tua. Kia hikoi a te putu, kia hikoi a te marama. Ko e nei makaurangi. Ko e nei tuhi, ko e nei kupu ka u ka mau. Ki te tūranga matua, ki te tūranga ora. Ki te tūranga rangatira, ki te tūranga toa. Ki te tūranga o te ake, whāno, hana mai te toki. Uie! Hai ki e!
Straight into it.
Yeah, let's hear Hana, eh? We'll be with you in a sec, Magenta. Nice to see you.
Yeah. Money. And the daughter's back online, by the way.
Move to the side, family.
Looks like Luxon is speaking to reporters in the gallery at the moment.
Wātia's got a good position, right on stage. Good for them.
Yeah, they've got a good balcony view too.
So in front of her is a bunch of people as well. Switch over to Jordan so you can see the whole thing.
Is Jordan back again?
Yep.
Young people in front.
Jordan.
Te ariki nui kuini ngā waihono I te pōtatau te wherowhero te tuawaru. Te whare kahui ariki whānui, kua rangatira koe I tō tātou nei whikoe I tēnei rā. Ka noho whakaiti tō tātou iwi Māori I a koe. I tō arahi I a mātou, ki runga o Paremata. Ka noho whakahihi tō tātou kingi I a koe. Our sovereign, my queen, who came out of mourning and heard the cries of her people to carry them on their last leg. Ko koe te rā taku koini, pai marire ki a koe. I may have been suspended for 24 hours and not let in the gates to the debating chambers. But the next day I showed up outside the steps with 100,000 of my people. Marching with our heads held high and our flags waving with pride. This march was never about the bill. I ripped that in half and chucked it away. This march was about us. Walking, marching, side by side, generation by generation. This bill divides us as a country. The treaty unites us. All ages, all races. My karanga that I translated this morning was, Governor, I welcomed you here and you have made me feel unwelcome in the place that I belong. My biggest mihi goes out to every single one of you over the past 9 days. We've seen our people run, cook, pōwhiri, usher, drive, walk, traffic patrol, police, Māori wardens, banner holders, ringawera, videographers, all ages and all different races coming together for Te Tiriti o Waitangi. My kura huai up at 2 a.m. this morning. E kore au e ware tia kia koutou ngā tamariki, ngā mokopuna, I whikoi mai te rerenga wairua, tainua ki konei ki poneke. This place is lonely. This place is isolating. We hear you and we feel you. So go on your phone for 2 minutes and register on the Māori roll. Because if every single Māori person registered on the Māori roll, we would have 20 automatic Māori seats here in Parliament. We would be the kingmakers and we would never ever have to decide who can mess with our rights and our sovereignty as an Indigenous people here in Aotearoa. We are the kingmakers, we are the sovereign people of this land, and the world is watching us here. Not because of the system, not because of the rules, but because we haka, and because we have our reo, and because we have our culture, and our grandparents, and my nana Hana who came here and delivered the reo for the petition, her grandkid speak her reo fluently and come and suck it to them. I'm not here to speak long, because my job is not to speak out here, it's to speak in there. But I just want to mihi to all the opposition parties who came out here in full force, not just Te Pāti Māori, Te Pāti Kātariki, Te Pāti Reipa, koutou katoa. We are a strong, united front.
Yeah.
I end with this. Thank you for not letting me be alone on my 24-hour suspension. My card declined when I got my groceries. But that's okay, because I know that we're here, and I know that we're strong, and I know our King would be proud of us today. I end with this. The world is watching us. The world is watching us. Te iwi Māori. Whatever we do next, all Indigenous people are relying on us. It's not just about us, Te iwi Māori, it's about us as Indigenous people liberating ourselves to Hawaii ki hou. So who's coming with us? One more so we don't feel alone. Kai Māori re kia koe taku koe.
Tēnā tātou e hika mā, ka huri tō tika kia koe hana, ko koe rā te whakatauhira tano o te kōrero, tēnei te tirahau e whakaeke mai nei, tēnei te tirahau e whakake mai nei, tēnei te tirahau e whakatūtuki ai nā moe moe ārā.
Well, what do you say about that? It's really interesting that people always ask, is the Māori Party left of politics? And what we just heard is like a 21-year-old just joined those three parties. Like, the sentence that she used, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm going to grab it out and play it tonight. She just said, we're all one. And I don't know if that's ever been said before.
We stand in unity, I think that's what she said.
It's just, you know, this young woman is just, gosh, if she does nothing else in her life, obviously she will, but if she did nothing else, what she's achieved in the last kind of 48, 72 hours is going to send ripples for decades, man.
No, she's been achieving this since the day she stepped into Parliament. Actually, a few weeks before that, to be honest. Yeah, it's just amazing, isn't she? It's like, oh, what else can you say? I had to take my glasses off because I got a little bit emotional.
Yeah.
It's so awe-inspiring, and you know, like she said, the world is watching us.
Yeah.
And for leadership in this space, and that's what we've just witnessed.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, not to cut away from this because we need to, but we do actually have a roving reporter down there right now because Magenta is actually
Magenta.
at Wellington. So we'll just cut away from this for a bit and have a chat with Magenta. I'll keep watching it in case anything happens that we have to get back to. What's going on, Magenta? Tell us all about it. Got to turn your mic on as well.
Yeah. Just sat back down, stood up. So Emily requested for a shot of the crowd. So I did the work and I stood up for you guys. Thank you. You're welcome.
Nice.
I've just come to sit on the wall because I've been on my cane all day and it has been a long morning already. I mean, we started at 9 and we didn't get here till 12. Actually, not even everyone got here. We got here at about maybe 11:30 and there were still people at Waitangi Park making their way.
Yeah. I mean, it's a strange question to ask from being within, but does it feel like 100,000? Because we're getting mixed reports of like 19,000 to 100,000. Any ideas?
Well, honestly, we've just heard a number of more like 200,000 and I could believe it because it has definitely exceeded my 50,000. Like I assume 50,000 easy, but this is just the sea of people that were coming down Lambton Quay. That was a strong river down Lambton Quay when there was already, like, Parliament was pretty much full when we got here.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's had to spill out onto the streets. It's a lot of people.
It's amazing, eh? Hey, Emily or Spider, got anything you want to ask Magenta?
How many people do you reckon is there? Do you reckon that's the biggest you've ever seen it?
Oh, biggest
Maybe
I've
not
ever,
at
like, I've been
Ground,
to quite a
but like citywide.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been to quite a few protests now, and this is definitely the largest protest I've ever been to. Like, I've never seen Parliament this full, to be honest. Other than obviously maybe when they had the occupation, but that was a different kind of crowd. So, yeah. It's really hard to get a gauge. Also, I'm really fucking short, so I can't actually see over most of the people, to be quite honest.
I don't believe the occupation drew a crowd like this.
No.
There was a couple of hundred people. This is tens of thousands. There's no comparison.
Oh, absolutely.
Just to make sure that we're not belittling this crowd.
Oh, no. I'm saying that's the largest I've seen since, but this is huge. And I mean, there was actually a really amazing moment that happened at the beginning of the Hikoi. Basically, at the beginning, I was lucky I managed to get at the front, and they did the opening kamate. And as they finished with the line Te Whiti Te Rā, the sun just broke through the clouds and just covered the entire group in just this intense sunbeam. And then as we all quietened down, it went back, the clouds came back, and it was just, like, the nature has honestly, I believe, has been sending some tohus. We've had Tāwhiri Mātia showing up at some really interesting times and speeches. It's been very interesting.
Well, I might just bring this up, see what we're up to at the moment in the actual event.
Sweet.
But
before we finish, there are some important announcements.
Yeah, there's a drone.
Yeah, actually, we heard fireworks and stuff go off, Magenta.
Yes,
and we
there
heard
was
someone
fireworks.
say the word rednecks in the crowd. What's the what?
I
Is there
didn't hear
any
the redneck.
difficulties?
No, I mean, I don't actually know where the fireworks came from. It kind of just started. I think someone was using it to help keep people awake. I've actually got, there's 2 drones above my head, flying above me right now, actually. Oh, 3. There's 3. I couldn't see the 3rd one. There's quite a few drones in the sky, so yeah. The fireworks was a surprise.
Looks like it's about to wrap up. I mean, it probably gives us a
Yeah.
chance to wrap up as well. What's your takeaway from it, Magenta, being on the ground?
Honestly, just I feel stoked to see everyone turn up. Like, it's amazing. I think everything that David thought he had going on, he hasn't got going on. I mean, there's so many people here. Like, it has just been, everywhere you look, it's just been seas of people all here. There's been so many amazing signs. I've been taking as many photos as I can so we can share them throughout the week. There's been so many good signs. We've only lost like 2 or 3 kids, which actually, not going to lie, really good considering how many people are here. I expected way more losses of children. There's a lot of...
It was
Sorry?
Izzy in her pink. It was Izzy in her pink top
Yes,
and
yes,
flowery pants.
yes.
Who made
Yes,
history
that's the
today?
one.
Yes, she doesn't know
Yeah.
it yet. But she's part of history. Yes.
That'll be a question on 7 days, you know, when they try and say, who is this person? And 15 years from now, Izzy and 3 others will be lined up and they'll be, who is the person with the pink hoodie and the flowery pants that got lost? And that'll be a question on 7 days, I reckon.
Yeah. Nah, it's been a great day. Like, the energy is really good. Obviously, I'm going to be going to the Poor Whakanga tonight. Oh, look, we've even got a dog that's just hanging out. But yeah, so it's been a good time, good vibes. Everyone's been just the amount of Waiata Māori that I've heard today has just been very heartwarming, and just a lot of whānau, a lot of solidarity. Literally everything that I'm sure David didn't want.
Just to check in as well, Magenta, because all the live streams are finished. What you're hearing in the background is them wrapping up. We are at an end, are we?
Yep. This is. Yep. Sounds like the wrap-up speech.
It's pretty impressive, pretty cool that Hana got to do the last sort of official thing there.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, I didn't quite. Yeah, obviously, I haven't been able to see most of the speakers, but I could tell her voice as soon as it came on.
Yeah.
We've had some mean speak. Although, to be fair, the audio issues were a little bit rough in the beginning for some of us in the crowd, but it's all right.
Hey, well, Magenta, if you just want to mute yourself because you got lots of background noise. And Emily, do you want to? We'll wrap up now. Is there anything you want to say to wrap up with?
No, it's just been really cool to see the numbers we've got. I would love to see the drone footage because I don't know Wellington well enough to sort of understand. But as far as I understand, it didn't. The only one I've seen, which would have been the occupation, really didn't go too much beyond Parliament, mostly the grounds and then further back in the streets. But if this is down Lambton Quay, that's insane.
And there was also tents for that occupation, which means it's not people like this. It's like 1 or 2 people per, 2 square meters or 2 by 1 square meter. So,
and most of the footage I've seen has been like side by side by side, which is crazy.
Yeah. Spides, you got anything you want to leave us with, wrap up with?
I mean, it's all been amazing, but it's also been really fun to watch Emily's cat in the background there, hopping into a box.
You're welcome. I usually shut them out during the stream because they can be a bit
peeking out every now and again. I love that, and it was an important moment because I couldn't go, oh my god, look at your cat get into a box. It was great, but overall, I believe what we have witnessed today is a massive piece of New Zealand history, and I'm so glad that I got to walk the Hikoi on the Auckland Harbour Bridge because that also was a massive piece of history, and everything else that's going to happen from here on in, I think is going to break the rules, and it's going to be awesome.
Well, thanks so much for people joining us. Magenta, we might be in touch and we might grab you for tonight's show.
Yeah, I was going to say I've got a BHN Gary. It's Gary from the chat. So he just made his way up. The crowd's so big he only just got up here.
Oh wow! Just arrived at the end. Wow.
Yep. That's how big it is, and stands on right now.
Okay. All right. Magenta, we'll be in touch. We might grab you this evening, seeing you've been there to say g'day and give us a blow-by-blow, a rundown of the whole thing. Thanks, Spies, for firing me a message and jumping in. Emily, you as well. It's been a great afternoon. Thank you for joining us and watching us. And we will be back tonight at 9 p.m. And I don't know, I'll try and figure out something to talk about. We'll see if anything's in the news, shall we? I'm not too sure what it's going to be, but we can find something, something we're talking about. So we'll just carry on. Thanks, Spider. Thanks, Emily. Thanks, Magenta.
Bye.
And we will see the rest of you guys tonight at 9 p.m. live back here for Big Hairy News. Hooroo then.